Hello. How are we doing today? Sherlock Sunday. The inaugural Sherlock Sunday. Is my webcam lagging? I feel like it is. Let's try and fix it. Better. Cool. So I think I've seen someone play this through before. So I might know what I'm doing a bit more than I did last time. But it was a while ago. There was like an offer for all the Sherlock Holmes games on Steam, and I bought them all. So I want to play through them all. So I'm starting with this one. I mean, we did Sherlock Holmes Chapter 1 a while ago. But yeah, this is Lovecraftian. Tentacles go-go. It's also a remastering of game from 2008. So it's an old game, but done new. Oh, hello, Euclid. Hi.
Dr. Watson, would you kindly close the door behind you so that we can limit the price of your carelessness to merely hours of work rather than days?
My apologies, Mr. Holmes. I found myself rather taken aback. I saw tidier houses in war-torn Afghanistan. Are those my surgical needles?
I ran out of tacks and the matter required immediate attention.
Was that my supper?
Plainly not, for I was the one who ate it.
I set it aside for this evening.
And for that I am grateful.
Is that my bed?
Watson, since you've proven yourself a master of observation, might I ask you to apply your skills to a more pertinent question? Namely, the whereabouts of today's newspapers. They are the key to everything. The newsboy is usually reliable.
Medically speaking, I often find that the key to everything is good sleep. In a bed. Your papers are here, on the table.
Let us see what the postman brought today.
Letters. I don't know if I can interact with anything else. Guess not. Tensions between England and Sweden are running high after a series of unfortunate mishaps during a recent visit to London by Swedish Princess Ildur. Chief among the scandals was the embarrassment of the British diplomatic corps as a result of the unexplained disappearance of Princess Ildur's personal bodyguard. The long-time member of her inner circle took the opportunity to explore London while off duty and never returned from his late-night promenade. A spokesman for the police assures the advertiser that they are confident the bodyguard will be located, as he is a striking representative of the Scandinavian people. A man like that gets noticed, whether by his peers at the gentlemen's clubs or the fair nightingales who comfort them.
Local gossip, all of it uninteresting.
Isa book.
Your order from Barnes' bookshop has arrived, Doctor.
Barnes insists on delivering the books to our door, even though we could easily walk to his shop. That's good service.
It is good service. Good for Barnes.
Another letter from Werner. I never reply, but they keep coming.
Maybe because you never reply.
I don't see the strand. Where is it?
Pardon me?
I am on the precipice of uncovering a pattern of crime across London spanning many months and involving many men. The missing paper cannot be a coincidence.
That's preposterous.
My dear fellow, life is infinitely stranger than anything which the mind of man can invent.
Well, life used your newspaper to wipe its posterior. so after that unpleasant discovery this morning, I disposed of it. But in lieu of the Strand, perhaps I can deliver you something equally tantalizing. I have just returned from a patient of mine, Captain Stemwick, who...
No, that will not do. Grab your coat, Dr. Watson. Let us hope nobody has collected the dustbin.
I want my shit-stained newspaper, and I shall have it.
The dustbin is yours for the digging, Mr. Holmes.
Alright. Ooh. Open the casebook. That. Ooh. Ugly beige suit. I mean, the suit's not bad. The shirt is an interesting choice. Probably want to wear that. I think we need a deer stalker, right? I don't think we need a beard. Ah, we can dress Watson up as well. I love that. So this was made by a Ukrainian team. It said right at the beginning, as the game was loading. They started making it just after the invasion began in 2022. So that's why we've got Ukrainian outfits in here. Put your hat on, Watson. Strand is missing. We've got the business card for the bookshop, and we've got that. Okay. So I think I saw someone playing the original version. Not necessarily this version, but I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I've put a hat on. Look at me wearing a hat, game. Right, I don't know where I need to. Oh, is this the? This will be the dustbin then, will it?
Don't look at me. If you want the newspaper, you'll have to get your hands dirty.
A cactus spine. If it gets in your skin, it's awfully tricky to remove, and when laced with poison, the perfect assassination tool.
Ooh. Assassins.
You were mistaken, Dr. Watson. The paper was indeed dirtied, but not how you implied. It's potting soil. See, Watson? The conspiracy is real. Someone tried to poison me.
Poison? You? That's madness. Do you even have enemies that would want to kill you? Okay, perhaps from Cordona.
So let's hold left shift to run. I don't know where I'm supposed to be going.
Get your copy of the Strand here.
Oh, hello.
Get the Strand. Get your copy of the Strand here.
I want the Strand.
Sorry, Mr. Holmes. I just sold my last paper.
Why are you
Gosh.
saying that
Then why
we
are
can
you
get
still
your
here?
copy of the Strand
Boss
here
pays
then?
by the hour. No sense in returning early.
That is fair enough.
You're a bright child. I presume you see everything that goes on around here?
Nothing gets past me, mister.
Then tell me, did you notice anyone suspicious at my door this morning?
Like the man with your newspaper?
Precisely. What do you know?
I know the value of a shilling.
Dr. Watson,
Cool, now I can take the day off.
did you see what he was up to?
Nah, not really. I saw him approaching your house, but I had a customer. Then there's a loud bang. I ducked down. Not because I was scared, because I wasn't. I had to protect the merchandise.
Yeah,
And all I
yeah,
could see was
obviously.
him kneeling at your door.
Can you describe the man you saw?
He was carrying a lot of books. Up to his chin they were.
Never heard of a well-read assassin.
Looks can deceive, hence the appeal of disguises. Which way did he go?
Not sure. I was distracted by customers. Sorry.
All right. You earned your shilling. That'll be all.
Thanks, Mr. Holmes. Maybe I could be your eyes and ears, if you have more shillings.
I'm sure Dr. Watson has many shillings.
I'll stand watch, just in case the strange man comes back.
You do that. Ooh. Ooh. Mind Palace. So we've got a book from Barnes and we've got a cactus spine. Okay. I don't know. Wait, it's... But I can't... Oh! I see, I see. Barnes ruined by newspaper. Dun dun dun. The newsboy said the suspicious man was carrying a stack of books, and this morning Mr. Barnes, the local bookseller, delivered a novel for Dr. Watson. Cactus spine for assassination at Loud Bang. A visit to Mr. Barnes is in order. The thought plickens.
Come now, Mr. Holmes. Murder? Yes, Barnes
Get the
has his
strand.
quirks, but he
Get
also
your
has
copy
his
of the
screws.
strand here.
Not every pawn knows it's part of a game.
How about that Vogel fellow? He seems rather obsessed with you.
Get the
Would
strand.
he do
Get
something
your
like
copy of the
this?
strand here.
Okay, but I don't know where... Do I have... Oh, I have a map. Okay, but I don't know where the bookseller is.
Get the strand. Get your copy of the strand here.
Hello, do you know where the bookseller is? I don't know where the bookseller is. Okay, so I can't go that way. That helps. The best head in town. Get it at Lucky's Bar. Well, if you are in need of the best head in town, you know where to go. Lock and key shop. Oh. Mrs. Thenardier's Farm Fresh. Thenardier, isn't that, that's the innkeeper guy in Les Mis, isn't it? There's a nice park. Hello, folks. Why are you sitting on a bench in the rain? That's a bit suspicious. A little bit suspicious.
Impressive stature, strong gaze. I think this man deserves a knighthood.
Really,
Arthur
Holmes?
Ignatius
How can you be
Conan
so
Doyle.
sure? On rare occasions, Watson, it can suffice to trust one's gut.
Oh, I found the bookshop. Two books for the price of one. New books in the store. Charles Dickens. Gogol. And Edgar Allan Poe. Ooh. You're reading a book in the rain. It's going to get wet, my dude. It's going to be all soggy. Hello, Mr. Barnes. Were you trying to kill me this morning? Oh, I remember this from the other game. He's got bags under his eyes. He's got inky fingies. Excuse me while I stare at your crotch a little bit. Thank you. Gotta be done, gotta be done. Leans heavily on his right leg because he's got a sore left leg. Oh, he's a limpy fellow. High heels because he wants to look taller. So, either he's got bags under his eyes, poor sleep and stress, he's developed a limp, likely the result of an attack, whereas heels to look taller or stronger to deter future violence. I mean, I don't think that makes sense. He's being threatened and might be involved in a plot. Or he's got a limp and large bags because of hours of intense work, not very confident. Seems unlikely that he would be involved in the murder plot. I think so. Mr. Barnes has developed a limp. Yeah, we just said that.
Mr. Barnes, a word. Ah, for goodness sake.
Who goes there?
Sherlock Holmes. Now will you please?
Mr. Holmes. Golly, I did not see you coming.
Really? I
Would you
stared at
care
your
to answer
crotch,
some questions for
and
me?
then you looked right at me
I
and
wish I
gasped
could,
and ran
but
away.
I am deep in the weeds with work. How about we reschedule in a month or two?
Come now, Mr. Barnes. It will only take a moment.
Really deep in the weeds with important things. Well, help yourself to any book. Just take it and pay later. I trust you, Mr. Holmes.
Barnes doesn't seem like himself. Why is he acting this way?
You're asking the right questions, Doctor. Let's find a way to coax him out.
Barnes has always been a little odd, but this is uncharacteristic even for him.
Press Z. Oh, it's you that's huffing.
So, Barnes has a dog now.
Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? Or girl? I don't know. Maybe Holmes knows
I
though.
could hardly imagine anything more macabre. Basics of cryptoanalysis, cryptography in Egypt. It appears Barnes has an interesting hobby.
I remember the noise. The like sniffing. Ooh, exotic plants catalogue. Everlasting plants for an everlasting love, you say. I need to sniff out some more clues.
The ladder is broken, recently, judging by the freshness of the wood.
Is that everything?
Apologies, but I can't hear you. Please come back later.
Do I need to like do some mind palancing? Yeah, I do. Why is he acting so strangely? I mean, I know the answer. It's got to be that, right? No. Oh, they were all wrong. It's like, I know the answer, but I don't know what evidence it is. Clearly. But I don't have any observations to link.
We're looking for a cactus needle in a haystack. A spine in a book stack? No, come on, Watson, think.
Come on, Watson, you're walking into a table.
Hello there. What's your name?
Lily, I know, not very original.
I meant the dog.
The weather is dreary, isn't it? To be fair, my flowers could use the rain.
Unless you also meant the dog.
I should have worn something warmer.
I mean, you could go back inside your shop.
People don't tend to come out for flowers when it rains. Perhaps I should try selling door to door. Have a look at my flowers. They will not bite unless you touch their thorns. Have a look at my flowers. They
You
will
have
not
flowers
bite
with thorns.
unless you touch their thorns.
I like bookshops. One of the few spots in London where you are shunned for making a racket.
Aren't you shunned for making a racket in most places? Euclid says, yes, I am. And it's most unfair. H. Oh, right. I need to pin evidence to talk to people. I remember. Can I pin that? And then talk to him?
So, answers a dog now. Who's a good boy?
This is quite annoying because I know the answer, but I don't know how to get to the answer.
Have a look at my flowers. They will not bite unless you touch their thorns. Have a look at my flowers. They will not bite unless you touch their thorns.
Aha! Knew I must be missing something.
In the language of Mycroft's secret agents, it's a sign. Dried flowers are replaced when the job is done. I wonder who the recipient is. An improvised stand, but it does make the flowers more visible. The finest view London has to offer.
Hey, Deathclaw, how's it going? Wait, so do I mind Palace now? Good, I'm glad. Right, we've got one right. But we need more information.
Didn't you once tell me that answers usually lie in plain sight?
Sherlock has only just started. I'm in there, so I've watched
Have a
someone
look at
else
my
play
flowers.
this.
They will not bite unless you touch their thorns.
So I know the answer, but I'm in the weird situation of not knowing how to get to the answer. Right, can we unpin you? Ah.
Encouraging people to stop and smell the roses?
Our national emblem. God save the Queen.
It must take patience and care to produce a bloom so beautiful.
I imagine so. I merely sell them.
Oh.
The pot is damaged. The blow was severe, but softened by something. Familiar spine. Is this what I found in my dustbin?
Anything tickle your fancy, Mr. Holmes?
Don't mind me, just gonna smell your face. Ooh, she's wearing makeup. Avoids eye contact or distracted. Luxury fabric. Just gonna stare at your boob. Mourning brooch honouring deceased husband. Gotta do the crotch inspection. Looks good to me. Clean boots, change shoes upon arrival. Okay. She uses makeup to hide her tear-stained cheeks. A dress made from expensive fabric not suitable for outside work. She uses show no trace of mud. Changed them. Tries to bury her grief by dressing extravagantly. Still wears a mourning brooch in memory of her late husband. Her gaze is always staring off into the distance. Taken as one, she's still reeling from her tragic loss. Or she wears a mourning brooch in memory of her late husband. Blah, 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 blah. Her eyes constantly dart around the street, seemingly in search for something. Perhaps she's waiting for someone. While she cherishes the memory of her husband, she's trying to move on, suggested by her makeup and nice outfit. I think that one. She seems quite cheerful, doesn't she?
Mrs. Fleming, you look particularly lovely today. Is there a reason?
Does a woman need a reason to look or feel beautiful?
No, but your distant look suggests you seek one man's gaze in particular.
Who told you that?
Nobody. Merely a keen eye and some simple deduction.
Well, I'll kindly ask you to keep your keen eye to yourself, Mr. Holmes.
Oh, I've got evidence, have I? That one?
I'm afraid I can't help with that, Mr. Holmes.
Oh, not that one.
I don't know anything about this, sorry.
One of these things is not like the other.
One of these things is not
Come
like
again?
the other.
The cactus.
One of these
Those
things
fearsome
doesn't
spines
belong.
can
I
really
can't
go to
remember the
remove.
tune to that song.
And the sap is often toxic.
I do apologise.
And a rose thorn can give you tetanus, but we still grow them. The cactus seems comparatively harmless, though you have me thinking it must be valuable.
I was under the impression that you knew its price already.
Your guess is as good as mine. The first time I saw this cactus was when I came back from my break.
She doesn't know how the cactus appeared. I do, though.
I don't know anything about this, sorry.
Yeah.
What do you make of the flowers in Barnes' shop window?
Well, they could use a bit of water.
Do they mean anything to you?
Mean anything how? I'm not sure I follow, Mr. Holmes.
Why do you think they're there?
Are you suggesting the flowers are for me?
It
Maybe.
seems likely, does it not?
Oh, I hope you're right.
Maybe.
I don't know anything about this, sorry.
I mean, you do. It's your roses.
Are you sure you're asking the right person? I'm just a flower seller.
Are you familiar with Mr. Barnes?
Yes. No, not really. Well, in a way.
What on earth does that mean?
Are you
I
in
know
love
he
with
is,
him?
Of course. But we haven't shared much more than a look.
A look?
Yes. Each morning I go for a walk in the park with my dog. And most days I spot Mr. Barnes there with his new
He got the
puppy.
puppy
So we
so
see
he
each other.
could see
Actually,
you.
we once met briefly while our dogs played. He was quiet and seemed unsteady as he approached. But since then, we've never spoken. I often see him staring through the shop window. Sometimes I wonder what he thinks about that would etch such longing onto his face.
It you. It you he think about. Mr. Barnes, I know you're in love. Yeah! He's in love with Miss Fleming. Mr. Barnes displays a bouquet of dead flowers to attract the attention of Miss Fleming, a florist, hoping she will come into his shop and give him advice on watering. Or it could simply be a symbol of his desperation. I mean, it could be. Or maybe he put the flowers in his window because he knows she likes flowers, but because he doesn't know much about flowers, he forgot to water them. Mr. Barnes anonymously gifted her a cactus, which he ordered from the catalogue on the counter. A questionable choice, but for Barnes a symbol of his eternal love, since the catalogue presents these cacti as immortal. Plainly, this is the same cactus he dropped on the strand outside 221B Baker Street. Yes. We solved it.
I think perhaps I have been chasing shadows.
Do not despair, Mr. Holmes. Even the best of us make mistakes. We better tell Mr. Barnes what we've learned.
Mr. Barnes, I know what you did, and I know why you did it.
I'm sorry, Mr. Holmes. I can't hear you very well from behind the door.
Well, maybe open the door then.
You ordered a cactus from the plant catalogue and then left it for Mrs. Fleming as a gift. You place flowers in the window to get her attention and wear high heels to appear taller and more desirable. You are her secret admirer.
And also, are you okay? Because it sounds like you just fell over.
I couldn't read this morning's edition of The Strand because it was covered in soil and spines. I know you dropped a cactus on it and then fled.
Barnes, it's Dr. Watson. Rest assured we are not interested in disclosing your personal affairs to anyone, including Mrs. Fleming. Please come out.
I mean, we might have already told her.
All right, then.
Sorry, there's a cat on my
So,
lap.
you know what happened then?
Needs fusses.
I was on my way back from the post office, having picked up the cactus and some books. It was quite an awkward package, heavy too, and when I got to your door, I dropped the cactus and your paper. Forgive me.
I needed that paper to prove a theory and prevent a crime. Your actions were rather disruptive. Your clumsiness carrying the post is matched only by the clumsiness of your romantic gesture.
Oh, it's true.
No.
I am useless with this sort of thing. I'm
Oh.
not even sure if Mrs. Fleming noticed.
She didn't, but I've told her.
As in most things in life, truth is the answer. Cease with the abstruse signals and anonymous gifts, and simply talk to the woman. What is the worst that can happen? She rejects you, and you are freed from this endless purgatory.
That... Yes, you are correct, of course. I do have a slight tendency to overthink things. Thank you.
So at last, we return to the matter of the paper. I'm investigating a string of burglaries. Did you perhaps read of any before the edition was spoiled?
I don't recall, but you're welcome to read our copy for yourself.
You had an issue of The Strand here all along?
Well, naturally. I am a bookseller. I have a subscription to every magazine and newspaper in London.
So you ought to be familiar with the concept of burying the lead.
Oh no, my apologies, Mr. Holmes. I'll make it up to you however I can. I am an expert on obscure languages and translation and
Yes, okay. Just give me the paper.
Saltpeter explosion rocks docks. The docks are rocked. Rocky docks. Locals at the Port of London had a rude awakening last night with loud bangs and thick red smoke disturbing the peace. Merchant ship Moskva had docked at the pier N3 in early evening en route to Europe when it was rocked by several concussive explosions. The port authorities are yet to comment on the incident, and it's unknown if any crew members were on board at the time. Eyewitnesses report seeing saltpeter leaking into the river, but with the area still off limits to workers and the public, it may be some time before we have a full account of what transpired.
Come, Dr. Watson. Let us put this matter behind us.
Farewell, Mr. Barnes. I hope to hear good news about you and Mrs. Fleming.
let me know if there's any way I can make it up to you. Tell you what, tomorrow's edition of The Strand is on me.
Yeah, free newspaper.
I'm sure Barnes has had enough of our meddling, Mr. Holmes. We best be off.
All
Well,
right.
that was an utter waste of time.
An assassination did seem rather unlikely.
There was supposed to be another burglary. I was certain of it. Something you wish to say, Doctor?
No? Well,
Hello,
only that you have a
readers.
remarkable faculty for
Hello,
deduction
this is
and
Ducky
recognition.
Quack.
And that
How
perhaps, if
are you
applied-
doing?
I see things that are not there.
Yes. It is London.
wait for the
There will
cutscene.
always be burglaries. Doesn't have to mean anything.
So it seems. Forgive me. Without something to occupy my mind, I turn into an entirely different animal.
Which brings us back to my news from earlier. I think I have a case for you.
I'll be
a
with you
real
after the
one.
cutscene.
Truly?
Indeed. Though perhaps not as thrilling as your stories from Cordona. A patient of mine, Captain Stenwick, told me that his servant disappeared. I said I knew just the man to help. What do you say?
Oh, Watson.
Yes, I know it's not the most tantalizing mystery, nor the story to launch my writing career. But,
It's brilliant. Let's go.
oh, good. Well, his house is nearby. Come.
Okay. Hi. Welcome on in. Hello. How was your stream? It's lovely to see you. For anyone who doesn't know who came along with the raid, I'm Suzaki. I am a variety streamer from the UK. This is the inaugural Sherlock Sunday. I've got a lot of Sherlock Holmes games. I thought it's about time I played through them. This game I have seen someone else play, so I do know the broad strokes of what's going on. I don't know how to solve every puzzle and get to the answer though. What were you playing? You were playing Phoenix Wright, I think. Similar. Ugh. Ah, got a cat on my headphone cable. Euclid says hi. You say hi, Puss? Say hello to the raiders. Hello. Hello. He doesn't often show his face to the camera, so you should feel honoured. Isn't she? You feel honoured. supposed to? Alright, you can go back on my lap now. I'll stop parading you against your will. Alright, where are we going?
Not much further now.
It's in here, if memory serves.
Is this lousy attitude of yours because of my altercation with Inspector Lockhart? Did he put you up to this?
Sir, the inspector has nothing to do with it. I'm telling you the same thing I tell anyone seeking a missing person.
Good day, gentlemen. Forgive the intrusion. Captain Stenwick, this is my colleague Sherlock Holmes, the consulting detective I told you about.
At last, a professional. This useless officer refuses to do anything about Kimmy here, my missing servant. What was your name again? I shall be certain to inform
I
your
know where
superiors.
he's.
Sergeant Ruffles.
I never mind a
It's my
raid and run.
superiors who
I
made this
understand
decision,
people
sir.
finish their streams generally because they've got things to do. So, if anyone who came along with the raid needs to run as well, do not feel pressured to stay, although of course you are welcome to. Other missing people?
Have there been other disappearances lately?
Of course, here and there. But when life is tough and opportunity comes knocking, you can't blame those who answer.
Why has the police department decided not to help?
We investigate murders, thefts, fraud, arson, real crimes. A servant walking away from his master is not our highest priority. That said, if we find Kimahia breaking the law, we'll be sure to notify Captain Stenwick. Now, I must be off. Best of luck in your search.
You heard that, didn't you? The way that man spoke to me. I shall need your written testimony. Then we can lodge a complaint.
Captain, perhaps Mr. Holmes' time is better spent learning about your servant, so that he may begin his investigation.
Ah, yes. Quite right. Fire away.
Kaboom! I fired. Can you describe them?
Tell me about Kimahia.
He's foreign. A Maori. All the way
Foreigner?
from New Zealand. Biggest man you've ever seen, and as strong as two. Dark hair and fearsome tattoos. He doesn't speak a whit of English. Now,
Obviously, this game
I may do
is
with
set
both.
in
I
Victorian
invested a
times.
lot of money in
There
him,
may
so
be
he must
attitudes
be
contained
found.
within that we do not necessarily approve of nowadays.
When did you last see your servant?
Kimmy here normally brings me the morning papers, but yesterday I had to get them myself. He must have escaped the night before yesterday.
I love that they're saying he's a servant, but that he escaped. I feel like you can't escape unless you're being held captive.
May I see your servant's bedroom?
His shack is in the garden. You can't miss it.
Did you search the room?
Of course, but only to check he wasn't lying dead inside. Everything seemed normal at a glance.
Is there any reason Kimahia may have left?
I should think not. He had all he could have wanted. Gainful employment, new clothes, and all the cabbage he could eat.
What more could you want out of life? Clothes and cabbage. It's all anyone needs, really.
Did Kimahia make off with anything of value?
Heavens, no. I would have mentioned it to Sergeant Ruffles.
Still, he must have fled with some money on his person.
No, no. I kept his wages in my safe. For security.
I take it this is the first time Kimahia has vanished?
Undoubtedly. The man seemed terrified of the city. I think it was all the noise. He never left this estate. Should he cause any damage, I will bear the responsibility, for it was I who rescued him from savagery and brought him here to England in the first place.
I'm
All right,
sure he's
Captain, I
very
think I have
grateful.
enough to get started. We shall first take a look around the mansion.
Go ahead. I'll be here, mentally drafting my complaint.
You do that, my dude.
Stenwick makes his servant live in a tool shed. You think you know someone.
We're cluing for looks. Why can't I... There we go. Found a clue! Oh.
Chewing tobacco.
Oh.
A shoe print, roughly size 11, with a worn-out sole. These are a workman's boots.
Something else somewhere. But I can't move around much. I can't look higher than that. Isn't that scratches, or is that just the marble? Hmm. Where's the third thing? And what's that thing? Like, is that the third thing? Anyone else see a third thing? Just need to sweep the place, listen for sniffs. And there's that,
Chewing
which
tobacco.
we've got already. I feel like that should do something. Maybe we'll come back to that. Concentration. Press Q. Q.
Looks like a knee print. Someone knelt here. The amount of chewing tobacco suggests they were waiting a while.
Amazing, Mr. Holmes. To read the ground like an open book.
Yeah, I do. Okay, but I don't have... What? Hang on, wait. I don't have any other options for that yet. Okay. Now, in chapter 1, I was quite bad at recreating these things. Maybe given that I've seen someone else play this, I'll be a bit better
This
at
lock
it,
is
but
quite
there's no
unusual.
guarantee.
It appears that the key should be bent to the right.
A one key, if you will. That's pretty.
The rag reeks of smoke. Someone plugged the chimney.
Also, we found it in the chimney. I feel like that's a bigger clue than it smelling of smoke. I deduced from the smell that this was in the chimney. Also, I found it in the chimney.
impressive. The sack of grain retained the shape of an impact. Someone hit their head.
Oh yeah, there's a facelet, there's mouth and a nose and eyes. Hmm. Oh. Sniff, sniff, sniff. There.
A small navy spyglass.
A small navy spyglass.
A scrap of Hessian. These were sturdy boxes. It would have required a serious blow to break them. Mutton
Bones.
chops. The remains of a meal.
Ah.
A heavy chemical odour. Lend me your nose, Doctor.
Ah, I'll never forget that smell after my time in Afghanistan. That's an opioid, Mr. Holmes, a narcotic.
I feel like Holmes knows a lot about
The ashes
opioids.
are long since cold.
I don't think he needs Watson to tell him about opioids.
A Maori nose fruit. Ngurus, they're called.
I'm not going to ask how you know about Maori nose
Clothes made of
flutes.
Hessian. Is Sten really so miserly?
What do you mean miserly? He gives him clothes and he gives him cabbages. I need to pin a thing, do I? I need to pin that. It's useful that it tells me what I need to pin. Get rid of all the exclamation marks. Tidy the place up a bit. Barnes loves Mr. Fleming. Mrs. Fleming. I love that I've still got those clues that I could use. Ooh. So the missing key is not the one to the gate. Interesting. We need to find some more clues, folks. Oh, there's some wheels.
Could have left these tracks.
Watson?
They seem fresh.
Watson? Where'd you go? I didn't think the Lovecraftian nonsense was supposed to have started yet. Are you over there? But you were... Anyway, it's time for break. For anyone who's new here, I generally like to take a break whenever there's ads. It lets me stretch my legs and go to the loo and grab a drink. You can do the same, or you can watch the ads, or you can watch the clips. So we'll pause the game. I'll see you in a few minutes. I hope so.
All right, let's go.
Mr. Morgan,
Herr Strauss.
that man, the debtor, Thomas Downs, apparently...
You again.
Maybe you will. Maybe you will. Ooh. 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 No, don't. Oh, don't. No. Oh. Am I wedged? God damn it! You're all so noisy. Shush. And you shush. And you shush. Oh, there's still one. Shush. Okay. That's not all of them, though.
Over there! They are still here! Gracias a Dios!
Damn it. Hope you know.
I know
Wait, there's a
nothing
jump here.
about
Don't move.
Jared. Woo!
Don't! Don't!
It's a tiny jump!
Yeah, but like I didn't even see it, and you were already off the edge. I was like,
Yeah,
okay,
because
ready?
I was jumping, but I couldn't, because someone was chained to me.
I got scared. All right.
We don't
looking up
have
the ladder, there's definitely
time for
blocks that
fear,
stab us.
Daniel.
I mean, it's true. We already are in hell. Like, where can we go that's worse?
Ah! Hello. Bonus. What? Hmm.
Do you think Kimmy here had an accomplice in his escape?
Huh? I don't think I need that pinned anymore. Do I? No. I need that pinned now. We need to find more tracks.
I thought you were meant to be intelligent.
I am meant to be intelligent.
The door to your garden has an interesting lock.
Yes, I have
Interesting.
uncommon locks on every door of my mansion. It makes them harder to pick. Kimmy here and I both had a set of keys.
I'll need to borrow them.
No, you'll need to do what I tell you to do. Examine the garden.
Oh. Oh, there's no key bent to the right on the hooks. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha.
Are you joking? Why would I know this?
I don't know.
I came across a pile of Hessian clothes in the shack. Are they Kimahir's?
Yes. I had to give him something to clothe himself. He seemed unfazed by his bare skin, but I found it distracting.
Oh, did you? Did you now? Did you now? Did you now?
Where on earth are you going with
You
this?
found it distracting, did you?
Is this spyglass familiar?
I don't recognize it.
Could it
You
be
found
Kimmy
his
Here's,
bare
perhaps?
skin
I
distracting,
doubt
did
it.
you?
I never saw him with it, nor could I suggest how he might have come by it. Are you joking? Why would I know this?
I don't know.
Do you happen to know Kimahire's shoe size?
I wouldn't have the foggiest. But I'm sure it was enormous. Not that it matters. He spent his life barefoot. Despite my best efforts, he simply did not take to shoes.
Savages, eh?
Has Kimahire ever indulged in tobacco?
No, the man doesn't even drink.
Are you certain? I found chewing tobacco in the garden.
I controlled Kimahire's expenses since he struggled with the currency. I would have known if he used tobacco.
Is it? But there's tracks there.
Why are you still here?
I don't know.
Yes, Denwick is no angel, but he's one of my few clients. Please, try to remain courteous.
I don't do courteous. I'm Sherlock Holmes. Ooh. It's moldy and broken. Oh, but I've got lots of who's it's. I don't know what they're called. I'm gonna call them who's it's. So did the telescope? I think the telescope belongs to them. Potentially. I think the unknown person nicked the key. Could be. See, I can't remember. I can remember the broad strokes of what happened. I can't remember all the details. Maybe that? Yeah, someone lobbed it through.
Is this a Tanifa, a Maori water spirit, or something else?
I don't
By the
know.
way, it's giving me chills.
They're multiplying. Have I done it right? Cloth in the chimney. No, none of them. The trail. But then I need more. Do I need to go and talk to Stenik again? Stenwick. I swear it should be pronounced Stenik.
If you find my man, I have a marvelous whiskey with your name on it.
Nice.
This disappearance is intriguing, no? I cannot
It is
make
rather.
head nor tail of it.
Yeah, me neither. Must be missing some. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Pile of logs. In a shambles.
Someone moved a cart to this spot and then took it elsewhere. Can't see it anywhere in the garden.
Curiouser and curiouser. Yes, that one. Oh, I got one wrong. Which one's that? This one? Oh, it must be the dragging one.
Surveilling from afar, the intruder waited for a window of opportunity. When Kimahir went to sleep,
There's the
man
window of
crept up to the
opportunity,
shack
look.
and slipped narcotics
Next
down
to the chimney.
pipe, then blocked it with a cloth. Kimahir inhaled the sedative and fell into a deep sleep. The intruder tried to move him, but the man was heavier than expected. The intruder fell on the sack and dropped his spyglass. In order to transport the servant, he had to use the cart. The final challenge was opening the garden door. Luckily for our intruder, Kimahir had the key in his shack.
How did he lock it behind him, though? Because it's locked now.
You'd best have found something by now, gentlemen.
I found the residue of narcotics in Kimahir's brazier. There are several explanations, perhaps your servant's recreational interest, or an attempt at poisoning.
Cut to the chase, Mr. Holmes.
I fear that someone may have spied upon Kimahir, likely the owner of the spyglass I found earlier. It appears they were watching for some time, as there was an impressive amount of chewing tobacco on the ground.
And your point?
It wasn't on the ground, it was on the statue.
You said that you checked
If
the
we're being
shack earlier.
persnickety.
Did you notice the cart tracks near it? Now, one ought to expect a servant to make regular use of such a thing. Indeed, I would have overlooked the detail were it not for the cart's absence. If, as you say, Kimahir never leaves your estate, then where did it go?
I expect answers from you, Mr. Holmes, not questions.
I won't keep you in suspense any longer, Captain. Kimahir was abducted by the owner of the spyglass. When your servant fell asleep, he slipped a narcotic into Kimahir's brazier to make him sleep even more soundly. In order to carry a man as large as Kimahir, the intruder stole the cart and rolled him right out of your garden.
Now, hold on. All this simply to tell me what I already know. Why haven't you found him yet?
I only arrived a moment ago. It is, frankly, incredible that I have already deduced so much.
Every second you dawdle here, waiting for me to stroke your ego.
Stroke
is
my
another
ego,
second
though. My
wasted.
ego do need
I'm
stroking.
not interested in the how, the why, or the who. I am only interested in recovering my investment. Spare me the claptrap, boy, and go and fetch my servant.
What did you call me?
Truly, there is no better evidence of a man's nature than the way he treats those who help him. And you, sir, are a brute. The cruelty of your ignorance about the Maori people, your selfish attitude to a man's kidnapping.
The point is, Captain, we're telling you this for a reason. The intruder fled through the garden door, and we need a key to follow his trail.
Well, then you should have led with that. Here you go. I hope you'll return soon with good news. And in the meantime, please teach your companion the art of brevity.
Look, you can have brains or you can have brevity. You can't have them both.
This dreary rain is making a miserable day even worse.
I mean, you could go inside, my dude. You've got this whole big mansion here.
Stenwick makes his servant live in a tool shed. You think you know someone.
Yeah, Stomach's a dick. Is that what I need to pin? Yeah. Clearly don't have enough evidence yet. Notable features. Chewing tobacco, spyglass. Footprints? Not the chewing tobacco, you say. Interesting. Not the clothes, because that's Kimahia's. Tracks and tracks. Tracks. Stop sweeping, you might be sweeping tracks away. Whoa, tracks. It's a good job there's only one cart with muddy wheels in London, isn't it? Tracks. Should I be following them like this though? Because he doesn't seem to be noticing that I'm following the tracks. And also, where's Watson gone? Oh, he's there. Do I just follow them? Ah, it like turned around here. No? Maybe they're just general tracks. And not specific tracks. You know that comment I made about there being only one cart with muddy wheels. I think there's more than one cart with muddy wheels. I don't know if he has to like recognize the tracks. If he has to be like, look, tracks, I see them.
Yes, Denwick is no angel, but he's one of my few clients. Please, try to remain courteous.
See, because that's brown there. That's not. Ooh, got new clothes. That's from chapter 1. Wee, 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 wee. Maybe I should wear that. Oh, I'm supposed to find the cart, for crying out loud.
Wheels picked up grass along the way. Kimahia's cart, I gather. Roy Soulsby. That be the name of our man?
Maybe. It's empty there.
A strange substance. I have my suspicions based on the colour and consistency, but would you care to hazard a guess, Doctor?
Well, it's odorless, but from the way it absorbs water, I'd say saltpeter.
Then we're in agreement. Well done.
Well done, John Watson.
Sturdy rope, professionally tied in a Portuguese bowline. This knot is often used by sailors to create a bosun's chair.
He didn't take him very far in the cart, did he?
This disappearance is intriguing, no? I cannot make head nor tail of it.
Me neither.
Are you stupid, Mr. Holmes?
Oh.
Stop loitering and go and do your job.
Oh, I thought I had to come and tell you what I've found. Sailor's knot? Ooh, he was kidnapped by a sailor. Dun dun dun. Oh yeah, there was the thing about the explosion of the saltpeter. Yes. We now know that Kimihia's kidnapper is most likely a sailor, that his wallet bears saltpeter residue, And there was a recent saltpeter accident in the Port of London. Everything suggests that to find Kimmy here, we must head to the Port of London. There's no time to lose. It's vital that we find a cab to the Port of London immediately.
The Strand proved not so useless after all. The saltpeter accident. Doctor, do you recall?
Go and do your
The
job.
Port of London. Of course. The footwear, the spyglass.
Indeed. We shall need to take a cab there.
Is this a cab? Are you the driver, Mr. Pigeon? Is this a cab? Is this a cab? Ah.
Where to, Gav? The Port of London, please. I will show you where to stop.
Yeah. We went to Hell in a Handcart. That's what the achievement is called. The Blood Red Knight. Ooh.
Mr. Holmes, what a compelling mystery we have stumbled upon. Perhaps I have the premise of my next novel.
Perhaps you do.
On kidnapping does not a
Well,
story
that's
make?
not what I was wearing.
Stop! A black cat crossed before us. It's a bad omen.
No,
Do
it's
take
not.
you for the superstitious type, Doctor.
Cats are
Such
awesome,
things are mere
no matter
fantasies,
what
tricks of a
colour
feeble
they
mind.
are.
One imagines a physician would keep a surer footing in reality.
Perhaps, before the war, my time abroad was difficult. Once, I came across an Afghan, bleeding, who I could not save. He pressed a rosary into my hand. A gift, he said, so as to gain God's favour. After that...
Dr. Watson?
Yes, well, I shan't get into details, but sometime later I found myself lost in the desert. Dehydration set in, and things grew ever more dire. The man's words came to me. I said a prayer, placed the rosary on a rock. A gift to gain God's favour.
And you were rescued.
Yes. A detachment of British soldiers found me.
To whom I'm grateful. Without their diligence, you would not be standing here and I would not have this case.
I'm sure you have another explanation prepared, Mr. Holmes, but I think I shall cling to the occasional superstition all the same.
To each his own, Dr. Watson. So long as it does not interfere with my methods, do it. We must press on, cat or no cat. The question remains, why
Cat.
abduct
Always
Kimmy?
cat. Why is it a question?
It appears that the saltpeter explosion rattled the locals.
I mean, it would.
Can't blame them for staying at home.
That's not suspicious at all. Okay, so try it with the calling card. Pin it. Where is he? Who abducted him? Okay.
Oh, hardly a reputable establishment.
I've seen worse. Greetings, miss. I'm hoping you can help us.
We shall soon see.
I heard tell of a recent explosion in the port. What do you know of it?
Ah, yes. Something exploded in a ship's cargo hold. Caused a terrible blaze. The sky was red with smoke till morning.
Where precisely did it occur?
The ship sank near the third pier, next to the dockyard.
My colleague and I are seeking a burly man, above average height, with workman's boots.
Half my customers, then. Your description hardly narrows things down.
I have evidence.
Are you familiar with a Roy Soulsby?
Roy Soulsby? I know the name, but he's not one of my regulars. My guess is that he works somewhere around here.
Observe. I'm just going to sniff your face. If that's alright, and even if it's not alright, I'm going to do it anyway. Sniff, sniff, sniff. I'm going to stare at your boobs. Vomit stains. think you get changed after throwing up. Belly a bit distended. You're pregnant. Trousers too tight. I feel like she knows about her pregnancy. And she's hiding it.
Your clothes are already tight and soon they won't fit at all. How far along are you?
I thought I'd hidden it better. How did you know? Are you a doctor?
In a manner of speaking.
He's not. He merely has the ego of one. I apologise, miss. Mr. Holmes is fond of his observations, but I am the doctor here, not him. Do you need any help?
I'm fine, thank you. Would rather not discuss my condition, nor let word of it spread. What can I get you?
Pint of the best, please. Loads of things for looks. Tickets to Oakmont, Massachusetts still available. Cameron will depart next Tuesday from Pier N2. Will destroy pests of any kind and complexity, except to payment only cash. Help. Gervish missing for a week. Please tell if you see him. Ask Daya in Port Shantytown. Red rag over house entrance. Was that this person? Gervant.
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
I think I can help you.
Usually wanders close to the dockyard. Okay. Useful.
Can I ask you a question?
I don't think anyone here knows the answer. Should ask someone else.
I mean, that dude up there knew, so someone here knows the answer.
Excuse me, just one question.
I don't think anyone here knows the answer. You should ask someone else.
Excuse me, just one question.
Oh, sorry, I know nothing.
I know nothing. I
Do
don't.
you know anything about this?
Ugh, I'm sorry, but I don't know anything.
Ugh. Ugh, to you too.
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
I can't tell you because I don't know.
Fair. Pig. Hello, piggy wig. Wait. This is where I just was. There's a light over here, so I'm guessing this is a place we can go.
Help me, please.
Sorry, sir, I can't help you.
Can I ask you a question?
Sorry, sir, I can't help you.
I mean, they're all very polite.
May I ask you something?
I don't think anyone here knows the answer. You should ask someone else.
Help me, please.
Sorry, sir, I can't help you.
May I ask you something?
Sorry, sir, I can't help you.
Cigars worth a lady, hey? Notices. Strongmen needed for honest work. Star of Gibraltar seeking a carpenter and able seaman.
Excuse me, just one question.
No, sir, I've never heard of it.
What? A question? Squeaking's afoot.
May I ask for your assistance?
I can't tell you because I don't know.
Yeah, sorry, I already asked you, didn't I? It's hard to tell if people are the same people or different people, I don't know.
Can I ask you a question?
You're lucky to find me.
Oh. You might have gone to watch the ship that exploded yesterday near the 3rd pier. I was lucky to find you.
May I ask you something? Sorry, sir. I can't help you.
Don't you run away from me.
No, sir, I've never heard of it.
No, sir. Never heard of it. Not once in my life have I ever heard of it. Nope, nope, no.
Could you help me?
Sorry, sir, I can't help you.
Pier 3? This is where the explosion was. I can't talk to you, you're too high up.
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
It is a shame I can't answer your question.
Yeah, it is a shame, innit? It's a darn shame.
Excuse me, just one question.
No, sir, I've never heard of it.
No one's ever heard of it. It's a problem what I am having. That no one has ever heard of it.
May I ask you something?
Sorry, sir, I can't help you.
You haven't heard of it either, have you? Well... Don't know what we can do about that then.
Not in the mood, mate. Shoo!
Are you Roy Soulsby?
Pardon me, sir. I am looking for Roy...
Not again. Yes, I'm Roy, but I can't help you find your uncle or whoever you've lost.
Now, what makes you think I would inquire about missing people?
You are the 4th person to ask this week. Just because I work at the port doesn't mean I keep track of everyone who comes here.
Why are people asking you about missing people?
You say we are not the first to ask you about a disappearance. Do you recall anything about those who came inquiring?
I only remember the foreign woman. I didn't catch her name, but those are her posters hanging up everywhere. She has badgered me twice now. But I still don't know nothing.
May I ask what you're doing here?
This is where the ship sank the other day. I'm trying to work out how we'll remove it.
Now, where was I? Have you seen this before?
What is Watson doing?
Where did you dig that up?
At a crime scene near Baker Street involving a young servant's kidnapping, I might add.
No. Someone used it without my consent. How else would it end up there?
I don't know. Maybe you put it there. I'm gonna sniff your face. Oh, he's only average height. We're looking for someone who's a bit taller than average height. Is the thing. Ink stamp saints. Ink stamp. Many stamp ink stains. HM Cuss. Solid gold pocket watch. Interesting. He's not brawny though. Average build. Lacks muscle tone. He's hardly strong. He doesn't seem to look like the abductor. Left palm several. HM Cuss. He's the customs officer. He must have stolen it, or he's a corrupt. I think he's more likely to be a corrupt officer. Ooh, new reward
That boat
unlocked.
explosion stopped most traffic coming into the port. Guess I'll be without work for a while.
What have I unlocked? Watson's typewriter, eh? Very nice, very nice. Okay. Yeah, we need to go to the shanty town and find the red rag over the house. Don't think we know anything about where he is yet, or really who abducted him. Right, is there a Curse Mermaid shanty town we want to go to? We're looking for a red. Oh, there's red. I see red. Red? Red.
Hello, lad. Is this where I may find Dea?
You read the poster? Yes? You know where my brother Girves is?
Sadly, no. Well, not yet.
I'm gonna find out.
I want to speak to Dea. Is she around?
Amma, my mother. She got sick after the fire. Big red smoke. She couldn't breathe, so I took her to the doctor. Now I'm in charge.
You're doing a good job at being in charge.
He worked at a warehouse. This man, Roy Solby, gave him the job. He paid him a necklace.
What does
How would
Soulsby
you
look
describe
like?
this Soulsby?
He was big and strong. He had a big scary eye.
Scary, you say?
Yes, like...
Just one big scary eye?
Like it was made of metal.
Big scary eye, I mean, that's not the Soulsby we met, is it?
Do you still have the necklace that Soulsby gave to Girves?
Girves left it near the shrine. I tried to sell it to buy medicine, but no one wanted to buy.
Interesting.
Don't go anywhere. This cheap pendant looks like silver, but it's only made of tin. No surprise the boy couldn't sell it.
I miss Girves. Do you think he's okay?
No, I don't. I don't think he's okay.
I should have helped Amma put out the posters. If she hadn't been in the smoke so long, maybe she wouldn't be sick.
Yeah, it's all your fault. It's probably your fault your brother's missing as well, isn't it? Okay. So then how do we find Give Us?
It's a large harbour. If our kidnapper is hiding here, finding him won't be easy.
Do you think? Maybe I need to be asking people about Girvesh. Maybe that's what this means.
How can I help? I could try and flag someone down.
Could you help me?
I don't think anyone here knows the answer. You should ask someone else.
Strong man with a metal eye we're looking for. Or, you know, just anyone I can talk to. Might be nice. The bartender might know. Bartenders know a lot of things.
Have you ever heard of a man with a metallic eye?
I've seen him even. Dirty Summers is the name. A nasty lout with a silver ball in place of a missing eye.
I mean, to be fair, if I'd lost an eye, I'd probably have, like, normal fake eyes, but I'd also have some awesome fake eyes.
Doesn't look like anything to me.
Wait. Are you, one of the androids from Westworld?
Doesn't look like anything to me.
I think she's an android.
Never heard of it.
I think she's a robot.
Never heard of it. Never heard of it.
What do you know about this poster?
A foreign woman asked to put it up. She's plastered them all over the port.
Any clues as to her whereabouts?
None. It was hard to understand what she was saying.
I shudder to ask, but where does one find a Dirty Summers?
He likely signed on with a ship. I am not one to spy on others, let alone him.
I see.
My advice, keep away from him.
So, I think we pretty much know who abducted him, right? Dirty Summers is the abductor. But where is he? None of those things. Oh, okay, we haven't got the information yet. So we need to find Dirty Summers.
If we stay out much longer, I'm going to need some supper. Do you feel like a meat pie?
Always. Always up for a meat pie. Right, if you were Dirty Summers, where would you be?
Excuse me, just one question.
I don't think anyone here knows the answer. You should ask someone else.
Is this familiar to you?
It is a shame I can't answer your question.
It is a shame, yeah. Crying shame it is.
May I ask you something?
Sorry, sir. I can't help you.
May I ask for your assistance?
Sorry, sir. I can't help you.
May I ask for your assistance?
Sorry, sir, I can't help you.
You can't or won't? Hmm? Angie? Oh, maybe Roy will know where he is.
Curiosity?
Sorry, sir, I can't help you.
Where was Roy? Was that Roy? Yes.
What are you gawping at?
You?
Mr. Soulsby, you know more than you're letting on.
What makes you say that?
The fact that you went... what makes you say that?
A man named Dirty Summers was involved in some recent kidnappings across London. He used your name as a cover for his deeds.
What? Really? That doesn't mean I'm involved, though. Boulder Dash.
Oh.
Sorry, you lost me there.
Mr. Soulsby, you know more than you're letting on.
What makes you say
I
that?
don't know if I've got all the evidence.
And how do I fit in all this?
I don't know!
Sorry, you lost me there.
Mr. Soulsby...
And how do I... Sorry.
I don't know, you might be the father. I
I shall
don't...
take my leave.
I say,
May I ask for your assistance?
As much as I'd like to help you, I know nothing about this.
Excuse me, just one question.
As much as I'd like to help you, I know nothing about this.
I need more evidence. No idea where to find him. Nothing down here. I want to try with him again. There doesn't seem to be a downside to failing.
What are you gawping at?
Mr. Souls...
Right. So, That was correct.
A man named Dirty Sup.
What?
What didn't I try? That
Your
one?
calling card was found at the crime scene. That's enough to make you a suspect.
You cannot be serious.
And then...
It's true. And that's before mentioning your gold watch. It's brand new and awfully expensive for a customs officer. Clearly you have found yourself another source of income. I'm sure Scotland Yard will be delighted to investigate further.
All right, stop. Look, it's not as it seems. I did not partake in the kidnappings.
I'm all ears, Mr. Soulsby.
Yes, I know Summers. He paid me to turn a blind eye to his business in the warehouse area. Just that, on my word.
You did not tell me which warehouse he used?
I do not recall, but I used red paint to mark unsupervised warehouses. Ought to be one of them.
What else can you say of Summers?
He's a regular at the Cursed Mermaid. Goes there with his crew almost every evening.
What for?
I don't know. I assumed just for a drink.
Now we know some things. Now we know some things. So, we need to look for warehouses with red paint, and we need to go back to the pub. Can I fast travel there? I can.
Why do I have the feeling that you know more about Dirty Summers than you're letting on?
I have nothing more to add, sir.
That one.
I failed to follow.
Oh.
Are you finished? I have glasses to wash.
What?
Why do I have the feeling that you know more?
I have no... I failed to... Are you...
Why do
I failed... Are you...
Why do
I have...
Enough. I have hard evidence that Summers was involved in recent kidnappings across London.
I'm not surprised. So what?
So what?
You sure you're...
Oh.
You... I have...
Enough.
I'm not... You sure... Are you...
Maybe I need more evidence.
Enough.
You sure... Are you...
No.
We must go.
Oh no, no chance of a pipe.
Well, it's time for another break, so I'll see you on the other side when we'll look for some warehouses with red paint on. Okay. That's not all of them, though.
Come on, horses are over here.
How is my horse here? I don't have a lens for that thing. Maybe I can read what the stuff in the Bellman's tower said. If I can remember how to get there. I hope this helmet I'm wearing isn't as heavy as it looks. making all that racket? Are you enjoying yourself there? Really? I've got a wolf corpse and I'm not afraid to use it. Oh!
What we're going to want to do is we're going to want to split the weight evenly between us and just separate, so that way, if it gets one of us,
very sad that I'm dead.
we're not totally at a loss, you know?
Oh.
So, uh-oh. Hurry, Lilith.
I just saw Lilith just fly across the background. You just... I feel like...
cannot believe you've come dressed like the villain in a tragicomedy.
Well, if you can't believe it, that makes it unexpected, which is good, right?
I feel like that's not quite the time. I could be wrong, but I feel like maybe that's not... I mean, obviously some people have got like see invisibility and stuff. Hello. I presume it's been... Has it been auto-saving? Don't know. Right. It's Pier 3, Shantytown. I guess that's the warehouses? Maybe? Oh, can I not fast travel from in the pub? Doesn't show me where I am though. Okay, so I must be here. So I want to come back down there and down there. Down here? Yes. And then through here. Yes, look at me reading a map and not getting horribly lost. Right, we need to find ones marked with red paint. There's red paint.
If we stay out much longer, I'm going to need some supper. Do you feel like a meat pie?
Yeah. That the sort of thing.
There is not red paint. No red paint. No red paint. Do I need to... I need to pin that? Doesn't say that I do.
Yeah.
But I mean, that is... That do be red paint. No red paint there. No red paint, no red paint. There's only one with red paint that I could find. And that's this one. But I can't...
If we stay out much longer, I'm going
Yeah,
to need some supper.
you keep saying
Do you
that.
feel like a meat pie?
Maybe I do need to confront the mermaid lady. Maybe I was just asking the wrong things.
Why do I have the... Enough.
I'm not... You sure? Are you...
Why? Why do I...
Do I have to do them in the right order? What's the crime? Who is the criminal?
Enough.
I'm not surprised.
I mean, there's that.
A customs officer, Roy
So
Salisbury,
I have to do them in the right
Summers
order.
was a regular here. You must know something about his
Interesting.
business.
All I know is his drinks order.
Okay.
If the lives of the missing do not concern you, then I would urge you to think about your unborn child.
Are you threatening me?
Many people are missing, and the main suspect based himself in your establishment. One word to Scotland Yard and your life takes a turn for the worse. Now, spare yourself the trouble and tell me all you know.
Okay. Summers hired my private room. I think he used it to recruit people, but I haven't seen him in a few days. He paid me cash, so I paid him no attention. Nor did I touch anything inside. Here's the key. Go and do what you will.
Thanks.
Just leave me out of it.
Is that through here then? Yes. Did he write his crimes down on the blackboard? Strong men needed for moving crates in warehouse area. Oh, we're doing some sniffs. Sniff. Oh.
5 shillings. That won't go far.
5 shillings and 6pence. Why's my camera so far over? I've only just noticed. Better, isn't it? Parker and Williams Co. Manchester. High quality sailcloth.
Strange symbols. I don't recognise them.
It might just be doodles, so maybe someone got bored. Okay.
If we stay out much
Yeah,
longer,
yeah,
I'm going to
yeah.
need
You want a
some
meat
supper.
pie?
Do you feel like a meat pie?
Okay, so we can we work this out now? Yes, we can! In a warehouse holding sales marked with red paint. Cool beans. Let's go. Gotta find where that... Oh! Handy dandy, it's here!
Long warehouse. Nothing to see here.
Ah. Well, that was the only one that I could find that was marked with red paint.
Could you help me?
No, sorry. I know nothing.
Nothing. I know nothing.
Could you help me?
I don't think anyone here knows the answer. You should ask someone else.
May I ask you something?
Sorry, sir, I can't help you.
Well, that's a bit useless then, isn't it? No red paint. No red paint. So that's 1 and 5. And 2 Holmes is discounted for his own personal reasons. Three, there's no red paint. 4, there's no red paint. That's a big old fish. 6, there's no red paint. 7, there's no red paint. Whatever this one is, there's no red paint. 10, there's no red paint. 9, there's no red paint. 8, ooh, there's red
Unlikely
paint.
that this warehouse has the goods.
Oh. Well, I don't know what you want from me, Holmes.
Can I ask you a question?
Sorry, sir, I can't help you.
Where's the sailcloth warehouse? Should it be obvious? Should there be sailcloths knocking about the place?
May I ask for your assistance?
It's a shame we can't answer your question.
Do you know anything about this?
Sorry, sir, I can't help you.
Hmm.
Are you able to help me?
Sorry, sir, I can't help you.
Everyone's so useless in this place. Oh, 12. Somehow we know that this is the one. You're not going to tell me how we do. Oh. Okay. So I need Maybe 3, 1, 3. No, that one needs to be a lot higher. 3, 4, 3? Ah, that one's too high. Aha!
Really,
Don't
Holmes,
know why
it's
we've
ought to be
decided
brief.
this one is
As
the
my
right
brother
one.
would say, it is for the greater good.
If we stay out much longer, I'm going to need some supper.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you feel like a meat pie?
The layers of rust will prevent any movement.
Okay. I don't know why I'd want to move it. Oh.
This crank saw some use.
Someone's done some cranking. Maybe it was Jimmy Cranky. Is that a really niche reference? Probably.
Mould. That's why you don't leave sailcloth lying out. Good quality, but torn in many spots.
And also mouldy. Ooh, there's a contraption.
Fit for a crank.
Well, we found a crank.
Well oiled and well maintained.
Maybe we should have picked up that crank when I first found it. Maybe? What do you think, Sherlock? You haven't played many of these sorts of games, have you? You find a thing, you pick the thing up, because we know we're going to need it. I don't know why we did that. But, you know.
A hidden passage.
If we stay out much longer, I'm going to need some supper. Do you feel like a meat pie?
You did not suspect there'd be a hidden passage.
Wait here, Watson, and keep an eye on the doors. I'll scout the premises.
Will do. Be careful down there.
I need to change my clothes because is it this one? This isn't what I wanted to wear at all, is it? I wanted to wear, well, we could wear that, and we do need the deer stalker, my dude. And you can wear, wear that. Then everyone will think you're Ukrainian and no one will know you're with me. It's perfect. The perfect crime. So this game is a lot more linear than the Chapter 1 game. Woo. Okay. Because in the Chapter 1 game, there were loads of different, like,
This place, where am I?
cases we could take on, weren't there? Whereas in this, I think it's just this linear case.
Strangely cold. Something is missing. This cannot have been under the port of London all along. Is it an illusion?
The only way forward is the abyss.
Only way forward. forward is the abyss.
That's what I just said. You can probably unpin that now.
Strangely cold.
Yeah, you said that already.
Something is missing.
But I don't know how we find the something. I mean, it says the only way forward is the abyss, and that looks quite abyssal down there.
Only way forward is the abyss.
So am I supposed to... yes, I am supposed to do that.
Phew. I didn't die.
Yes, phew. That was quite lucky, wasn't it? Oh, I'm supposed to find a thing on it. Oh, that.
It is icy cold and pulsating.
Right, do I have to just launch myself off again? Yes, I do.
My heart, be calm.
Lucky someone had graffitied the floor, innit? Oh. Short stride, boot prints, what? What's Kjarnak Kadishtu? The writing's gone. Ah, if I run, it closes faster, right? So short stride.
Somewhere else. How?
I don't know, Sherlock. This is all very odd.
It's harder to breathe here. What is that?
I don't know. But it seems hungry. How do I...
It's like it stares right through me.
But I can't jump, so we're not parkouring. Do I go in there?
Oh, no!
No! Apparently I don't go in there. Oh! Or maybe I do. Huh. And then yeet ourselves off here. And then... Oh, I'm back here again.
It's like it stares right through me.
Do we just jump off here? No. Maybe I wasn't supposed to. Maybe there's somewhere else to go through here. I don't think there is. There is, though. Yeah. I see. Oh, hello. There's a cat on my head.
It's like it stares right through me.
Yeah. Okay, but the door is closed. Ah, your claws are sharp, possums. How do I get the door open?
It's like it stares right through me.
There's nothing I can click on there. Oh, hello. I have to walk backwards through it.
Head is already spinning. When will this end?
Yeah, mine too. Oh my word.
There are 2 recesses.
So, I think maybe I stopped watching the game at this point because none of this is familiar from when I saw someone else play it. Maybe I wasn't paying attention.
On my head.
Or maybe...
What just happened?
I don't know, my dude. Oh. Size 9, clear edges. Bugna Fafe. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Bugna Fafe.
It's rather frustrating.
It is rather frustrating. I feel like all the footprints are walking though. Oh, they're going the other way.
The stench.
Oh dear. Okay, well, we found one of them. Where's there?
A strange stone. It almost feels alive.
And some octopuses. Okay. I'm guessing... Where were the other footprints? Were they here? Those are some backwards footprints. Is this the one I already did? Yeah. Maybe I need to not run at all. Yes, I needed to not run at all.
Oh, that's just truly revolting.
Yeah, it is a bit, isn't it?
Frozen and pulsing almost like it has a heart.
Lovely. Okay, well that's quite far away. I just need to... No. No. Okay. I need to stand on the circle of truth. Truth and tentacles. Mostly truth, though.
Did I get out? John?
What is it, Holmes?
Oh, well, you're not Goggin? Where are you? Oh, I'm John now. Okay, well, my lantern is not very illuminati.
Watson?
Holmes, where are you?
Hello, you alright?
Holmes. Holmes. Are you alright?
I mean, he's clearly not.
Fine. Watson, I'm fine. Thank you for asking.
Fine?
You don't
By Jove,
look
you should have heard the
fine.
way you called out my name.
It was just a game of shadows.
And tentacles. Don't forget the tentacles.
I'm glad. This place gives me the chills.
What are we dealing with?
Mostly
Something
tentacles.
That's finally interesting.
I love how I've just taken the lantern.
I hope we're close to finding our answers. This place is unsettling.
A little bit.
His abdomen is severely bloated.
Well, he's dead, isn't he? That's what happens. Broken nails, dried mud, crumbs. Crumbs? Needle prick. Mm.
Cyanosis
He
of the
looks
lips,
quite happy.
marks on the neck. This man was strangled.
Hmm. He does look quite cheerful about it, though. Mm.
Did you hear that, Watson?
That's what I was thinking.
I hear you.
No, but the statue was talking, Watson. Not interested in the book? No? Oh.
It seems made for simple experiments. I wager they could not afford a better set.
Are we judging them now, Sherlock?
This box contained a narcotic substance, much like the one in Kimahir's brazier.
Hmm.
Black Edelweiss Institute, established 17-something.
Oh no, I remember the Black Edelweiss Institute. I must have just zoned out while I was watching it. Or maybe I watched the old version.
And made of tin.
And they were and it's different.
Someone got their hands dirty painting this with blood.
That'll be the guy with the finger prick.
An American passport. Amos Colby.
Probably be the fellow on the altar, won't it? Northwood agents say any man of discreet investigations for you shall search the world. Hmm. Oh, this looks quite ceremonial.
I've never seen a pattern like this before.
I have, over there on the statue. All tentacles and shit.
Old blood stains.
Hmm.
Kianak, Flegethor, Lebumna, Siaha, Nguft.
Yeah, I thought that's what you said before.
These clothes were crudely cut off someone. An American, judging by the style. Fine rope work. Cut by a finer blade.
I feel like we're judging the American. It's like, an American judging by the style. Blood. How do we know it's human hair? Mud.
Someone used mud to draw a cross in a rectangle. Why?
Huh? Oops. Where's my thing gone? Oh, it's just there. So, is it someone we don't know? Is it someone with sideburns? Or is it someone with sideburns who was stabbed by someone we don't know? I mean, I don't know. No, leave it on that one. Go. Have you got sideburns? You've got sideburns. Right, so we're saying, is it you? You weren't stabbed, you were strangled. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Yeah. You were strangled. Whoops. But there must be more to find. There is more to find.
What on earth? It looks like the scribbling of madmen.
Probably is, yeah.
Oh, potent. This sensor has more narcotic residues. Miserable food, mass-produced.
That's food. Maybe they really liked it. Maybe it was their favourite.
These clothes are missing buttons. They were forcefully removed.
A little bit odd. Oh.
Dumpra, a staple of lecturemen's attire in Nepal. Gathered from dozens of people, at the very least.
So that's the guy who went missing. What's his name? I don't remember his name. Ah, so did they choose to get naked, or were they forced to get naked? They were forced to get naked. Right, and then there's one here. Sure. But then we've still got one more somewhere. Where haven't I looked yet? Ah, here.
I must have seen this one before. That explains my hallucinations.
Yeah, we did see it before. Where did we see it before? Oh, in
I told you that black cat was a bad omen. I shouldn't be here.
in the bookseller's shop, right? Is that where it was?
A small bloodstain, but not serious. The strength it would take to carry this crate, let alone break it.
Okay, so they were
Scratches left in a
inside
frenzy.
the coffin, but not dead. Yeah? Which one's that? That's you. Ah, so you were forced at knife point. You weren't stabbed. Oh, they cut your ropes with the knife. Okay.
Many people were brought to this place. Their abductors stripped off their clothes and discarded them in a pile. The prisoners were kept in a soporific trance by the use of narcotics. A few tried to resist, but alas, in vain. After a few days, everyone was stuffed in a crate and sent elsewhere. Only one captive was left behind. He was strangled to death on this altar.
Sucks to be him, I guess.
What the hell is happening, Holmes?
Calm yourself.
It's only tentacles bursting forth from a corpse, Watson.
What is it? Oh my God. Please tell me we found all we needed to, Holmes.
I think we found a bit more than that.
We did,
Yet
yeah, we found
have
more
no
than we
clue
needed
as
to.
where those people have been taken. And that's where you're wrong, Watson. We have more than enough. I just need to connect the dots. How about you pack your suitcase in the meantime, my dear fellow? Just in case.
Dun dun dun! Right, I think this is a good place to leave it for today. So, that's what I'm going to do. I feel like if we go into the next section, it's going to be quite long. I'm really enjoying this because I thought I knew how it was going to go. I think what I watched someone else do must have been the old game, not the remastered version, or it's I wasn't paying attention. One or the other. Anyway, let's see. Oh, if we can find someone to raid, shall we? I love that you can see what my mouse is doing, even though I'm on Twitch. Who is playing things? Lots of people playing things. No one's really playing anything similar to Villa's playing. Let's go. Let's go. So, hopefully, we'll be playing, what are you doing, Euclid? Hopefully we'll be playing Dragon Age on Thursday. I feel like the last few Thursdays, I've let you all down, and I'm sorry. I feel like Sundays are Sherlock Sundays now. Don't know what I'll be playing on Friday. Might also be playing some Balatro or other such things during the week. We shall see. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Hope to see you next time. Copy the raid message, paste it when we get there. And until I see you again, bye-bye.